The small, skinny Pacific nation boasts a coastline longer than the USA's and sits directly in the path of the world's best swell generator, the Great Southern Ocean. New Zealand's two main islands cop a ton of swell to both their west and east coasts. You can actually surf a swell at Raglan's world-famous Rocky Point on the west, then surf the very same swell on the east at Gisborne the next day. And then there's the summer north swells generated above in the Pacific. Well, it's fair to say there's a lot of ocean activity around New Zealand's shores all the time. But summer is when the locals, and there's over 140,000 of them, get out of their full wetsuits and enjoy a few months in either board shorts or light summer suits. Of course, New Zealand's not only famous for its long point breaks, soul-burning black sand beaches and its squeaky clean coastline, it has long been touted as a maritime nation. With the majority of the country's sparse population living in coastal towns and cities, naturally a lot of Kiwis' leisure time revolves around the ocean. In January 2010, Piha Beach, which is to the west of Auckland City, hosted the Quicksilver ISA World Junior Surfing Championships. It's the largest international surfing event ever to be held in New Zealand. Over 200 teenage surfers from 21 different countries competed at the event for the top honours in 3 different age divisions. The timing of the event was perfect for New Zealand's warm and balmy subtropical summer. It's generally the best time for good and consistent waves. Surfing New Zealand secured the honour to host the event with the aid of Quicksilver, Tourism New Zealand, New Zealand Major Events, Auckland and Waitakere City Councils. Surfing New Zealand, the official sporting body of surfing in the country, was founded in 1963. Nowadays, there are 3 competitive circuits every year. The Export Gold Series, which has 5 events around the country, each event has an open, juniors and women's division. The Hyundai Pro Longboard Tour has been in full swing since 2006 and boasts 5 events held from the far north to the deep south. With multiple divisions, it's rated as the best longboard tour in the world. And then there's the Grommet Series, which has given New Zealand's future surfing champions a solid base to launch from. Surfing New Zealand is also responsible for team selection and organising of New Zealand's international teams. There are now coaching, judging courses, there's development of local clubs and provision of all the resources surfing clubs should need. By having a professional surfing organisation, the future is bright for the individuals who have set their goals on becoming professional surfers. Surfing New Zealand has had a long affiliation with the International Surfing Association, which is based in California. The ISA is a surfing body which is recognised by the International Olympic Committee. It organises 3 world events each year: the World Junior Championships, the World Surfing Games and the World Masters. New Zealand has sent teams to the World Juniors and Surfing Games since 1966. So in many ways, to host the Quicksilver ISA World Juniors at Piha is a culmination of decades of work by countless volunteers, past SNZ presidents and members of the board. It was finally New Zealand's time to host the Junior World Champs, and Piha was the perfect venue. Piha was the launching pad of the World Professional Surfing Circuit in 1976, but the beach's long association with modern surfing goes back to the very start of New Zealand's surfing boom in the 1950s. Californian surfers brought lightweight balsa longboards out to Piha, and after spending a fun-filled summer with the locals, one of these locals, Peter Byers, started producing New Zealand's first commercial surfboards just behind the sand dunes at South Piha. South Piha holds the unenviable distinction as being one of New Zealand's most dangerous and busiest surf beaches, with strong currents, huge tides and is exposed to huge southwest swell pulses. The beach can produce surfable waves through all stages of the tide, which means organisers can maximise on the hours of daylight. This, combined with Piha's close proximity to biggest airport and city, means it's a hard venue to bypass. The International Surfing Association very much embodies the spirit of the Olympic Games, celebrating sporting nations coming together. For the top emerging surfers from every country, it is this and even more. It's the first chance to stamp authority on a world stage. All the past champions from World Juniors have gone on to have stellar surfing careers. There are friendships formed, country alliances strengthened, and new champions identified over the grueling competitive process. Like the Olympic Games, there are points for every competitor's respective placing, from first through to last, and all the points go to each country's total to decide each country's place. Australia has been the victorious country 4 years on the trot and is always the one to beat. Surprisingly, the USA has never managed to clinch the country title. New Zealand always places in the top 10 and is playing the home card advantage. Brazil, Hawaii, South Africa, France, Tahiti, Portugal and Japan are the strongest nations, but don't discount any of the other South American countries from causing upsets. But before the action could commence, it's only natural that the city of Auckland welcomed all the surfing nations. The city's foreshore lined with spectators led the world of surfing to Mission Bay. It was New Zealand surfing's coming of age.
Just in the parade, representing Hawaii. Aloha.
World Junior Surfing Champs coming from
Piha.
Welcome to New Zealand, we are Portugal team.
For me, it all comes down to the opening ceremony, you know, when the teams come together, the flag, the uniforms, all the anxiety and the hard work, the fundraising, all the teams do together, and then when we're finally here, the party starts.
And we are
Brazil! Argentina!
from Ecuador.
Yeah, this is from Fiji.
Fiji.
From Italy.
Japan! We are from Peru.
We're from Tahiti.
Blah blah, Vanuatu. Spain.
So sick.
An integral part of the opening of any of the ISA's events is the mixing of the sands.
New Zealand's sick, it's beautiful, it's nice, people are cool, and I love it. Fun waves.
It's very pretty and the waves are good.
Amazing. Best place ever.
Yeah, it's a great place. Waves are nice, beautiful.
Out goes the suit, in goes the wetsuit, and we go surfing. Yes.